with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. What's up, cuties? How are you guys? Shout out to you guys. I'm going to say some quick hellos. Just a little late night. I was sitting here bored, child, and said I will do a late night to go over some of these hot topics that came out today. So thank you guys for joining me. Hit the like button for me on your way in. Charnel is here. Hey, Charnel. Hello. Welcome again to Reese's Pieces. Reese's, welcome to the Cutie crew. Reese's was a member before. So welcome back, I should say. All right, let me go back. Where was I? Charnel, you was the only one. LaDawn is here. LaDawn, you still up, sis? Well, you Eastern Standard Time. But thank you for joining me, my cutie mod. Empowered Woman is here. Hello to you, my sis, Pink Diva, also known as Pink Table Topics. And thank you, sis, for putting a message in. Hey, Ring Bass. Good evening. Hey, Cece. How are you? Hey, Betty. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Linda Gamble. The late night, what do they call it? The late owls? The night owls. The night owls are here. Welcome. Hey, Jasmia. How are you? KB, good evening to you. Let's see. Indigo Girl is here. Hey, Indigo Girl. Hello, Lorcy. Love My Mama is here. Hey, Love My Mama. Welcome. A lot of Cutie Crew members in here tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have our Let Loose Lounge. Be there or be square. Hey, Inez, how are you? Welcome. Okay, let me see. Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. How are ya? Jasmia. Hey, Jasmia. All right, guys. Welcome. Let me change my background to something other than this black screen. StreamYard, don't start. It's not even letting me put a background up. That's weird. Hold on, guys. I'm going to open up another StreamYard real quickly. Oh. Let me try something else real quick, because I'd rather be over here anyway. Okay. So I am about to go in another window and get out. And I'm going to stop talking so you guys won't hear an echo. Let me go through my Microsoft Edge. Here we go. All right. Test. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. I knew it was going to happen. But hopefully it's better. Now let's see. Okay, I still can't add my background. That's crazy, but we're not going to trip about it. Welcome again. If you guys can put a 1 in the chat, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me close this out and let me try this. StreamYard, don't start. Okay, if you guys can hear me, put a one, put a one. Okay, thank you, Ring Bass. Thank you, CC. Okay, no background. I ain't gonna trip about it. But let me go back and finish saying some hellos. 78 of you watching, please hit the like button on your way in. And I think I left off up here with just Mia. I am Queen Tori is here. How are you? Welcome, sis. Brittany Janae. Brittany Janae is here. Veronica Monroe. If you hear this, child, I gotta go to my phone. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. It wasn't Veronica Monroe. That's why I stopped myself. Cookie from the Shy. Cookie, if you hear this, thank you so much for the cash app from earlier. All right, Stella is here. Audrey is here. I got Ring Bass. CC, I got you. Let's be clear. Is here. Miss Lady. Patrina. Patrinia. That's cute. Inez, I think I got you. Hey, Sheila. Okay, okay. If you want to co-host with me tonight, feel free to click the link. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. I got some hot topics to discuss with you guys, and it is an open panel. So if you want to come up, feel free. Betty Boop, hey Betty Boop, Aunt Debbie, you still up? Aunt Debbie, I need you to call me tomorrow. At some point, it's no rush, but I want to make sure you upload some things before Friday. Okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I think I got everybody. Welcome, 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 guys. Let's get into some hot topics. Hot topics. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start with Jonathan Majors and Meagan. Now, you guys know that we spoke about them earlier today and was asking if Meagan should run. Well, child, Meagan ran straight to the altar. Her and Jonathan Majors are married. You there, LaDawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sis. Thanks so much for joining me, my co-host. But yes, they are married. So shout out to the neighborhood talk, all the platforms, people, entertainment tonight. Everybody's talking about it. But they said that they officially tied the knot. They was married by Jonathan's mother, with Megan's mother as a witness in a small ceremony at their Los Angeles home. Now we know that they just got engaged back in November 2024. But look, LaDawn, I need your opinion on this. This is given Olivia Pope to me. This is given clean up. You know that earlier we heard the audio that was just released this week. Jonathan does have a movie coming out and all of that. And a lot of people feel like this was put out there to overshadow that. Let me know your thoughts, LaDawn, on number one, them being married. If you felt like Megan should have ran or, accept him for who he is. And then the audio. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm. I feel bad because I felt like she should run to the hills, but
Yes, ma'am.
and I think it speaks volumes that she had a small ceremony with her mom, his mom officiating it, and not too many people. That means probably the people around her really don't support it. You know,
Good
um,
point.
it really speaks volumes that you would just rush to
Yeah.
do it in a living room like they used to do in the 70s
Mm-hmm.
and just have those two people. It's weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Something ain't right. This seems so wrong. They just don't seem like they connect, that they're the right fit. I'm an outsider looking in. What do I know? I just don't see it.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for her because I think he's manipulating the situation, and I think he's toying with her, and I think it's just sad. I just hope for the best for her.
Mm. You made some excellent points. Only his mom, her mom there. So I agree with you. Why the rush? I felt the same feelings, LaDon, that you felt about Jonathan when he first got with Meagan. Because again, you know how we're saying that black women are resting in their 92% now because we've always been Captain Save Us. You know what I mean? Black women to the rescue. We're going to clean it up. We're going to nurture you. We're going to make sure you're better. And that's why I thought that he got with Meagan because they were really just starting when he was going through that case. And the man liked pink toes. So my question would have been, why am I different? All he dated was clear women. But I don't know. I think she's not a beard because, I don't think that he's gay, but she's a beard in that sense, if you know what I mean, a cover up or a shield for him, you know? But excellent points, LaDon. Let me read a couple comments. Hey, all things Helen G. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, girl, what's the tea? Why do black women always doing the cleanup? See, Burlaw said the same thing that I just said. I'm not doing it anymore, Burlaw, under no circumstances. But that's what it's giving. So, like LaDawn, I feel bad. Meagan is a sweetheart. She's been on my radar probably just as long as you guys for years. But even to see her in a personal setting when she was on Mel's TikTok lives a couple times, she's really a sweetheart. And I just hope that things, look at his smile, LaDon. Even that, it's like, do you have to smile like that? Like seriously. But I
He
hope
just looks
things
so sinister and like he's just.
inauthentic. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna wish them the best. I'm gonna read a couple more comments. But that came out. The audio that I played in my live earlier today was released, I believe, yesterday. This was released today. Somebody over there said his publicist is working hard. Um, let's see. Nick at Night said, no matter what label they have, this is still so hard for me. But congrats to them. Let's see. I pray he is healed and she is healed and they are new. LaDon, this person said the same thing you just said. They said, something ain't genuine about them.
Mm-hmm.
Something ain't genuine. And then this person said what I said, anything to change them headlines. That came out too quick. And if you guys secretly married, why did you release it publicly today? To shut that noise up. All things Helen said, there's the thing. Megan's track record of being a pick me continues. Wow. Wow. I don't know. And the sister don't seem like she's you know, I don't want to now Helen called Megan a pick me, not me. But her sister seems to be a little more street. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Betty Boop said, I hate to speak ill over their marriage, but I don't think this was good for her. I don't think her ex was right for her. You're talking about Devon Franklin. He just got engaged as well. So for me, you're not going out there, Teddy. No. For me, they both seem to still have some feelings. Megan and the ex preacher husband, because as soon as Megan and Jonathan announced that they were engaged, he came right out and he engaged. So yeah, Brittany Janae say, ain't no way I'm gonna be the cleanup woman. Yes. Bridget J say, I don't care for either one of them. He got with her to save his image. Yes. So I see that we all are on the same page. Cece said, could he transfer his assets in his wife's name as protection from any further lawsuits from his exes? Oh,
I don't think
oh.
so. I don't think so. That's just like with child support. Their wife is responsible just as much as you are. Y'all are one.
Oh, well, that is true too, but that is according to the state, Lil Dawn. So that's
Right.
not across the board. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
And any lawyers in the house? That's a good question. Because if so, CC, that's still giving cleanup and beard, and if he wanted to make sure that they can't come after him or, garnish or whatever, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm gonna try to find the answer too. Especially for a black man that prefers clear women. Yes. I mean, your whole preference changed overnight, it seems, you know? And Megan was there in court, baby. She says she is his Coretta. A couple more, and we're gonna get to our next topic. They are trying to clean up his image because they want to put him back in that Marvel movies. Look, I hope he can go back to work. You know what I mean? But I really hope more that this is genuine, or maybe they both could be playing in our face. I don't know. But the majority on social media are not buying it. They're not buying it. I wasn't too familiar of Jonathan before his case. You know, I'm not a Marvel movie watcher. Naturally, I've seen his face and all of that, but something ain't right. That's all I gotta say. Um, said his heart is with the snow bunnies, but he needs the warmth and love of a black woman. At all, Brittany Janae, you said it. So look, let's just wish them well. You know what I mean? And hopefully she does not end up divorced again. Maybe he's gonna change, or maybe he has. I don't know. I already
He
told
just
you guys.
strikes me, Chicha, he strikes me as a type of man that would be jealous of her success because he ain't
Mm,
getting as much roles and that he would just, at this, feel like he would just be so heavy to have. She's going to always have to be considerate of his little punk feeling. And
mhm,
I just see that. And I didn't want to call her a pick me more so than like a dippy and just
mhm,
really naive and just want love and don't too much have personality.
mhm,
And
mhm.
I think, I don't want to say she's a pick me, but I do think that she's lacking something inside that she would pick a man like this at the
Yeah.
and I just don't get it, but who will
Yeah,
we
because
get it?
right. Who said that? Andrew Caldwell. Who is we to judge, or whatever he said? Who is, I don't know. But I agree with you, Ladon. You know, we're on the outside looking in. Um, I never thought it was a good fit because the
No,
timing was all wrong
no,
for me.
yeah.
Because that's when she popped off with him when he was fighting those charges, and baby, they was marching through the halls of the courtroom like Olivia Pope. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But Brittany Janae, not the Dingalinga Gold Child. Shout out to the Braxton sisters. I'm gonna have to download that so I can have it on StreamYard. I don't know because career wise, and then we'll definitely read a couple comments and we'll move on. Career wise, Ladon, I don't even think this was a good look for her when it comes to that
I
because he
agree.
has, you know what I mean? He has not been totally accepted back into Hollywood with open arms yet.
Hmm.
I think the
Hmm.
Zeus Network is the one that's releasing his movie that's coming out probably this weekend or next weekend. So, you know, I hope that her career doesn't suffer. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
yeah,
I,
because he was accused of AB, and a lot of people still feel like he did it. So they can
mhm,
shun her and not give her opportunities because she's connected to him.
mhm, because she's married, child. As married now. That's what Megan is saying. I'm gonna read a couple more. Totally agree with you. Truth be told, said I think Megan's whole heart is in it, but she seems to be very naive, and this guy is fake, in my opinion, and using her, but she can't see it. I hate this for her because I think her heart will get broken again. I hope not. So many people are saying they're concerned. Glamrock says, okay, we got one. Hey, Glamrocks. Glamrocks, when was I in your bushes? All I know is Toot was up there yesterday. But hey, Glamrock said I'm happy for them. I, I I can't even say it. I'm happy for him too. Let me just say it. I'm happy for him too. I hope it turns out well for the both of them. I hope that it's a lifelong, you know what I mean, happily ever after type of story. Oh, truth be told, say 1 year. Mary Wright said, I think Hollywood put them together to fix his image. It has been done numerous times, Mary. Numerous times. That's why I said, even with the release of this information, hey, Wandy, um, it's giving fixer. It's giving fixer. But kudos to them. We have some good news though. We have some good news, and I hope that it gets better. Let me stop sharing this and make sure I'm in the right window. I am. Wendy Williams, LaDon.
Yay!
Wendy Williams scored a major court victory, and she is granted to move to a less restrictive living arrangement in her guardianship battle. Now, there's still a to this because it's in the same facility, just a different section. I guess a win is a win. But Ladon, what are your thoughts about this? Less restrictive, but she's still under guardianship.
Um, I think that they're playing games. They're just trying to appease her right now.
And the public.
Because that billionaire came out yesterday and said he got 4 mansions and she can have the one in New York and he'll
Mhm,
have staff at no pay. She don't got to pay nothing. He loves her.
mm,
And he's willing to put up money for lawyers to help her get out that guardianship. They know
mhm,
people are willing to back Wendy
mhm,
and they're trying to appease. See, we're giving her a little bit more, see, just to see how she do because she got that, even though she was tested. I think
mhm.
the next couple of court cases, she's gonna have nothing but wins from here on out.
Yeah, we're claiming that for sure.
Mhm.
Um, what's good about this is this was a judgment. You know what I mean? So the judge, um, made sure. Um, well, it
Was
was
it the
tried.
judge? Was it the same judge, Chit Chat, that is been on her case?
You know what? She met with another judge last week, I think it was. That's when she wanted to go to the hospital to have those tests done and she passed flying colors. And I believe the judge that she saw that week was a different judge than the one that she had been seeing.
Good.
So that's a plus. And then
Hmm.
this again was a court victory, meaning, it wasn't under that same judge or the same people. But I was excited. And then when I got to the part that said it's just a different section in the same senior living facility, my heart broke just a tad bit. But I agree with you, with this public spotlight that's been put on Wendy and the interviews that she's been given, Harvey from TMZ, he's involved, and everybody else that she met with, The View and Breakfast Club and Don Lemon. I agree with you. I think that conservatorship is going to end real soon, real soon. And then I hope some real lawsuits can start because I need an account of all my money. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
There's no telling how much money that they've blown through.
Wow.
But yeah, it's still a partial win, I would say. But let's read
Hmm.
some comments about Wendy. Glamrock said, "Girl, I always pray it works out when it comes to love." Yes. Yes, Melanin Beauty said, Melanin, are you happy for Meagan or Wendy? Glam Rock J. Wendy. Mary said, I'm so happy for Wendy. Indigo Girl said, one step at a time. Continue prayers for Wendy. Inez, yes, Wendy. Wendy is going through a really tough time and it's heartbreaking to see her situation. Yeah, but we've had some silver linings. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree with you, all things Helen G. But as we just said, she has like a national spotlight that's on her now. And
Hmm.
I don't see them being able to get away with what they've
Hmm.
done.
Right.
LaDon, did you watch the movie I Care a Lot with us on Patreon?
No, I missed it, but I'm gonna go back and watch it. But I agree with you, Chit Chat, that she reached out to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey, Lennon, people that got a range, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that she got sober, she got in her right mind, and she
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna reach out and
Yes.
I'm gonna fight. And I'm so glad she did it because it just really shows that more people love Wendy than she thought,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, And at the same time, nobody who worked so hard to get what they got has a right to not be able to go out the way and live the rest of their life the way they want. Who are you to dictate that?
That's
And
right.
it's sad, and people can imagine them being in that situation. If it's
Mhm.
not fixed now, this will continue happening to people because it's been happening for years. They
Yes,
just messed
ma'am.
with the wrong one.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with you. The fight is amazing to see. You know what I'm saying? And look, if I got 70, 80 $1 million, and if I want to blow 1 million, that's my money. You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
I never liked the control that they had over her. And it was money driven to me because that's the first thing that they took control of. Remember, before Wendy even was demanded or forced to go to this facility, she was living in that penthouse, but she still did not
Yeah.
have access to her money. So that let me know all I needed to know early on. The first thing they did was took took control of her accounts, and that should have let everybody know what their mission was. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But make sure that you watch I Care a Lot. It should still be over on Patreon, but if not, I believe it's on Netflix. Textbook story as far as what happened with Wendy and how all of these people work together. The attorneys, the guardians, the conservators, the judge, the social workers. It's a whole ring. And this is what they do. It's sad. But excellent points, LaDawn. Now, all things Helen G. I was about to read your comment, but you are up here. So you can go ahead and actually you can give me your thoughts on both if you like. The Meagan Good and Meagan and Jonathan Majors. Hey, Kimberly. And Kimberly, advance your video so you can be live with us. I see you put a one in the chat. And then Wendy, all things Helen G. Are you there?
I am, my beautiful ladies and gents,
Hey.
or whom hi. And thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to speak cute chit chat. I
You
love
are
your channel.
thank
And hey, LaDon, how are you? So here's my
Hey.
take on Megan. I just noticed that every time she gets in a relationship, it's with a bad boy. And I think they tend to take advantage of her, of who she is and who she represents and what she represents. And it
Mhm.
doesn't fare very well with her image. I think she doesn't look at how it's going to look. I think she just looks at love. She reminds me of Portia. Portia
Hmm.
falls
Mhm.
in love like as
Mm.
soon as someone, gives her attention and shows her certain aspect of what she's wishing or looking for, she tend to just fall straight in love
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
doesn't always look at the ramifications and the long road. Um, so I wish her well. I love Megan. I think she's beautiful. She has a beautiful personality.
Mhm.
She's an amazing actress. Um, but she's unlucky in love, and that's I feel like it's because she's in the moment, so
Yeah.
she can't see the forest beyond the trees, if that makes sense.
Mhm. It does. It does. And I just Googled her age, and I said a little bit earlier that she's in her 40s. So, yes, she's 43. And Helen, we are still on the outside looking in. We talk a lot
Yeah.
about red flags and ignoring red flags and all of the above. And with that case that he was involved in, that was a red flag, okay?
that
And
was
I
a
just don't see
that was a
how did you
big
fall in
red
love with
flag.
him while he was going through that? Go ahead, Helen.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I found it quite interesting that
Mhm.
she assumed those responsibilities, seeing the picture. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
would
Mhm.
have preferred to see her. I think it was coming out of the good guy because she chose bad boy images in the past. Remember, she used to be involved with what's the rapper that's always talking noise to everybody, always in everybody's business.
Which one? I'm gonna have to Google
I
that.
can. She used to be involved with the guy
50 Cent.
Vivica was
50
involved in.
Cent. 50
50
Cent.
Cents.
Uh-huh.
Megan dated 50 Cents. Um, and she was in a relationship with him for a while. They never really became that public. But if you look at the guys that she's dated, it's always been someone with that bad image, bad boy image. And
Mm-hmm.
it didn't necessarily fit what I guess the aesthetic that we would see her in. And I think she fell for Devon because he fit the image that everybody wanted her to go in, and it wasn't where her luck and love was, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
this
I
is
think
what
her
she had
coming
to
out of
say.
that relationship, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, no, no, go ahead.
Oh no. I
No,
was saying I Googled
I
it
was
while you were
just, go
talking.
ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Helen.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
Are
sorry.
you
No, go
sure?
ahead.
Okay. No, I was just
Yeah,
gonna say I Googled while you mentioned it, and according to this, Megan said I've dated a lot of men, but 50 Cent is the best man I've ever dated. They dated
yeah,
in 2002 to 2003. And if I'm not mistaken, she also dated Lil Wayne at one point, and you know what I mean?
yep,
A couple of them. So um, I'm not gonna judge her too much. I used to like a bad boy myself.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But they come
yeah.
with consequences, child. They come with headaches and heartaches.
Yeah, and here's my thing. I hate to sound harsh. I think as you get older, you begin to see things from a different lens, I guess. And
Mm-hmm.
in the past, I would always say it's everyone's choice about who they fall in love with because nobody can judge what your heart feels. Um,
Yeah.
and I think for us, we see something different. And she sees the good in him. The problem always seems to be, think about it like this. I can go back to our favorite person, Melody. Melody fell for someone that was not good for her, but even though she may have seen some red flags, her heart was bigger for him than his heart was for her. And he wasn't a good person for her. I think Megan is just going through the same roadblocks. And I pray that this is the man for her. This is truly her
Yeah.
man, the one that
Right.
God has for her. I pray that it works. You know, I would
Mhm.
hate to see that he looks down the road a year from now and says, everybody was right. But I think she would stay in it regardless because she wants to prove everybody wrong. So that's my
Yeah.
take on it. I don't think he loved her like she loves him. But again, we don't see what sh- what we only see what
We on the outside looking
the
in.
media portrays to us. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as far as Wendy is concerned, let me quickly say what I feel about Wendy. Wendy, I'm saddened because
Uh-oh. You there, Helen? Helen?
I'm sorry, I'm here. I apologize. I think she fell in love with, not she, but I think Wendy um, trusted someone that she thought had her best interest at heart. And in comparison to her husband, that, that made her gravitate more to those individuals. And I just think they're taking advantage of her. It's weird to me. This is weird because
Mm-hmm.
all of the things that she's actually going through, this is elder abuse. This is abuse in every aspect.
It is.
And for the courts to not see that is weird. So it makes me wonder. I think it's as we are looking at the situation with Megan and any other celebrity, we only see what the media portrays. And I'm wondering what is behind the decisions the courts are making and those guardians are making, based on what they see, because it's completely
Well, what is
contrary to what we see.
Right. And what if what they see is just their greed? You know what I mean? Do I think at some point Wendy possibly needed some type of assistance? She had gone through that horrible public divorce, probably depression on
Mhm.
top of that, then her health issues with, I believe, is lymphedema and all of that. Then she was
Yeah.
drinking. So yeah, she probably needed a little assistance, but not complete control. So they may not see anything
Ab-
behind the scenes other than that. Other than that, have you ever watched the movie I Care a Lot?
I haven't, and I think was that the movie you just uh, talked about earlier.
It is.
I'm
And
actually
again,
going to put that on my radar.
put it on your radar. And when I tell you, you will understand how this happened to Wendy just by watching that movie.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep. But excellent
Hmm.
points. Let me read a
If you
couple
think
comments.
about it too, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, if you think about it, Kevin had that bad boy image as well. And she fell heavily for him. Even though she saw the red flags and the signs,
Mm-hmm.
and people were coming to her and telling her about him, she
Mm-hmm.
literally, it had to go public before, and like really go public where he was flaunting it in her face. And I think,
Mm-hmm.
didn't, did she get pregnant before Wendy actually left a situation? I think it was a situation where
He did.
she got
Yep.
pregnant. The other lady got pregnant, and that's what made Wendy decide to leave that situation. Um,
Yeah. Well, let me say
so
this. Let me say this.
it's such
Let
a
me
symmetry.
Yeah, let me say this in response to that because we had a big debate about this a couple weeks ago, and the blame a lot of times falls on the women. Red flag here, red flag there. Can we also blame them? They shouldn't have any red flags. If
Mm-hmm.
they are coming into the situation being open, honest, transparent, and all of that, there's no red flags to spot. So I totally get what you're saying. Shout out to Good Bad Apple because again, we had this conversation a couple weeks ago. But yeah, if the men were on the up and up, and if they were truthful and all of that, we wouldn't have to spot all of these red flags. You understand what I'm saying,
But you
Helen
know
You
G?
are
what,
absolutely
Patricia?
correct.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, LaDon. Go ahead, Helen G, and then we're gonna get to LaDon,
No,
and then
I'm
our
sorry,
next
and
one.
I'll let you guys go. But I will say you're absolutely correct. I think as women, and even especially as African American women as a whole, we are so accustomed to being strong and always being the one with the right decisions and making the right decisions. And when a decision goes wrong and something happens, then we automatically blame ourselves
Mm-hmm.
or the women because of the decisions that are made. I think it is easy for a man to look at the vulnerability of who we are and utilize that to get their way. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we are used in the process and don't even know that we're being used. It's easy for them to portray a certain image for everybody to see or for
Right.
that individual to see and
Yeah.
make us feel like we're they actually love and care about us. But thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak. I'm sorry I was so wordy.
No, no, you are fine and thank you. That's why we're here to have this discussion. And yeah, let's start pointing the blame where it belongs. You know what I mean? Because we do that. And maybe that's because we're women as well. But yeah, you should have known or you should have done this or you should have did this or whatever the case may be. And the fact remains what you just said. They can spot vulnerability or they can spot
Mm-hmm.
you wanting to be loved, they can peep game and adjust accordingly. And they're the ones that's out here being foul. LaDon, you was gonna say something to that. Hey, Neva
Yeah,
P.
yeah, I was gonna say, I
Hey,
agree with
lady.
you. I'm just gonna, hi Neva. I'm just gonna get a little deeper with the blaming the men, and it's not like we want to blame them on purpose; it's their actions. But also, what Wendy Williams, in my opinion, from day one, they used to attack her looks. They used to attack her, if she was a man or a woman. They tore her down. So her self esteem, when she picked her husband, it was, kind of a need there, you know, for protection because she was dragged out there. So I think she put up with a lot of stuff because she just wanted to be loved, you know, and I think it's sad that women that just give their heart get blamed for being such lovable people and just
Yeah.
wanting love when they were the loyal ones. When the
Yep.
man, I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter if, you know, it only matters if you continue it on and you know it and you continue it on and you know it. But
Mm-hmm.
once you realize and you finally make that decision, you should never be blamed because of whatever he brought in your life, no
That's
matter
right.
what.
That's right. I agree with you 1000%. You know what I mean? It's not too many of us that are perfect. And the first sign, we're out of there, you know, because they come with a lot of baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I promise I'll never do this again. Baby, I love you. Baby, this, baby, that, baby, this, baby, that. And, you know, I'm never going to um, look down on a woman that believed them, you know, especially when you're married. I said the same thing about myself. I've said the same thing about Mel when she was with Martell. Wendy was with Kevin. The women a lot of times want to make it work. They want to forgive. They want to live up to the vows and all of this. And then eventually you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you know, but blame these men that's out here on BS. So excellent points, LaDon. Neva is here. Neva is another one. We battled about this a couple weeks ago. What you still doing up, sis?
I just got home.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I had to yeah, me and my husband went somewhere today, and so we just got back and I saw you were still on.
Yeah, I just came on for a late night. But what we were talking about, it's a small victory for Wendy. Did you hear that part? Wendy
No.
Williams. Okay, small victory. She's been moved to a less restrictive section of the same facility that she's in, but it was court ordered by the judge, and we all feel like that's a great move. And somehow we got on that bum, Kevin Hunter. And you know, I think it was me when I said that she was depressed because of what she was going through with him. But give us your thoughts, because we talked about Halle Bailey and DDG when it comes to the red flags. Um, if I'm thinking back, you were on the side of Halle should have recognized the signs and the red flags with DDG. Is that correct? When we were in the Let Loose Lounge?
Yes, kinda. I was saying once she saw them, she needed to move on. And I was saying all women, including her, yes, once we see them, we need to go ahead and move on instead of staying in it.
Mm-hmm. And
So
what
yeah, I
about
was
Wendy? You feel the same?
I just feel a little bit different about Wendy because I felt like Wendy had a hard time from a long time ago. And I just felt like she was just abused by several different people. So sometimes when you go through things mentally, it's a little bit harder for you to recover, to recognize. So I just look at that differently because I think Wendy was like really tormented for years by, by different people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I look at that. I mean, I just see
Mm-hmm.
that differently.
Yeah. And LaDon made an excellent point, you know, because Wendy is statuesque and pretty to me. But back in the day,
Mhm.
we saw some pictures. So imagine being a woman where all you want is to be loved, and somebody come and give you that love, you sprung. You know what I mean?
I
And
agree.
and you probably do ignore those red flags. Let me address Barb real quick. Barb asks, what's the online etiquette for giving another content creator credit for something said by me? The proper etiquette for that, Barb, is to give it to that content creator. If that makes sense. I hope that answered your question. So let me know. Let me know. But yeah, you know, if they are live or whatever the case may be, or drop down in their comment section, that would be the online etiquette for me. Or you know, I don't know. Anyway, um, what else we talk about? Oh, Neva, let's get your thoughts, and then we're gonna get to our next hot topic.
The
Uh,
marriage.
Yeah, earlier today, we were saying run, Megan, run. Well, Megan and Jonathan has run straight to the altar. What's your thoughts on that?
I was in the comments with that one as well. I felt like I just feel like it's still fake for whatever reason. I just don't think that it's real. But if it
Hmm.
is, I do think that she needs to run. He's a creeper to me. First of all, he is straight up
Hmm.
a creeper. But just hot off of what he just went through it's a big balloon red flag. I
Hmm.
mean, he just came off of something and you getting into it. That's why I just do not believe it.
So
That
you
it's
don't
really
believe that they're
real.
married either, because they're married now.
Well, I didn't know they were
Alleged.
married. I was talking about the relationship. I didn't know they actually got married.
Yeah, that just came out later today. So remember earlier we were talking about the audio that was released,
Right,
and I played a little snippet of that, and
right.
then it hit like clockwork, like Olivia Pope child, that they are indeed married. So a lot of people feel like they made this announcement to quiet that down.
But
That's
tell her
why
who
I think
married
all
them,
this.
chit chat.
That's why I
Oh,
think.
real quick, Neva. His mom married them, and her mom was there as the witness. That was it.
Girl, I
Small
don't
ceremony.
care. Y'all ain't gonna make me. But I just think it's for a reason. It's just. It is just. That is just. That's ludicrous. That is so ludicrous. You gonna okay? So let me just say this: you're gonna jump out of a marriage because you couldn't handle being with a preacher that was really, really, really conservative. And I backing out chats a couple years ago when they first got married. I told you all I was also a 7 Day Adventist. And it's
You
very
did.
hard. Remember, I said it's very
Hmm.
hard because it is a strenuous religion to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew he was not going to change for her, right? And I
Hmm.
knew that she could not handle that. Because of the type of person that she is, she's more like a free spirit,
Yeah.
beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She's not up for, you know, um, being like not as flashy, not as covered up, not as, because that's not
Right.
her.
And
She's
his
beautiful.
congregation, yeah, his
Right.
congregation used to be on her tough too.
Yes, they would be on her tough. And I'm just saying, I knew it. So you're going to jump out of that and then jump into something with a crazy person, a person
Hmm.
that you can see outright on his face, looking at you, smile. I even think his smile is just creepy. I
Ew.
think everything about this man is creepy, and all of his past is just so weird, so crazy, so manic,
Yeah.
actually. So I don't understand. That's why I'm saying I just don't believe this because you're gonna jump out of something that may have been boring to you, that may have been too confining for you. You're gonna jump right out of that into the fire. We talking about into the fire.
Well, in her defense, Devin has jumped in the fire as well. He's engaged. So
Right.
Megan's ex-husband is engaged. But with all of, we just got out of red flags. Now, some flags you just can't ignore. That whole situation that Jonathan found himself in, red flag. Then another one is he like pink toes.
Right. And,
That's his
and he does
preference.
like pink toes.
So yeah,
I don't
but
believe it. I don't care. It's
yeah,
calculated. I don't believe it.
I said when we first started talking about it, reminds me of an episode of Scandal. Olivia Pope will come out and fix it all. Say you're married. And I bet you that
Right.
I bet you that overshadows everything that's going on.
Right.
And it
That's what I
did.
mean. That's
Yeah,
what I
ain't
mean,
nobody
y'all.
right. Ain't nobody talking about that audio. Aunt Debbie said,
Right.
why did Megan rush to marry him? Aunt Debbie, I can't answer you.
Right.
It's bizarre because, for me, let's say the love is real and all of that. Let's say it is. I would think two Hollywood stars would want to have a somewhat Hollywood marriage, not no in
Hmm.
the house
Right.
like I'm pregnant and you gotta marry me and we back in the day and only your
Hmm.
mama and my mama. No, come on now.
Because she is a prize, number one. She's
Yes,
a
yes,
prize.
she
I mean,
is.
Hmm.
seriously, this
Yeah.
girl is a prize. You don't
Mhm.
really hear much of Megan back in the day, y'all, that was no scandal.
No,
I mean, this
no.
girl is a prize. And I mean, I'm like, she's really, really downgraded herself, period.
Yeah.
With that partner that she has now, I just, that's how I feel about it. I just feel
All
like if something gonna come out to be that something's gonna come out because this is crazy.
Well, we'll see, child. We got our eye on it. I got my good eye on it. But yes, she hasn't been. Helen mentioned earlier how Megan had dated 50 Cent, and then they
Yeah,
also say that she dated Lil Wayne. But even
yeah,
in those situations, for me, she was able to hold on to her good girl image. You know what I'm saying?
hmm, yeah.
No scandalous affairs or anything like that. So we'll see, Neva. You know we're gonna be talking about it. But let me read a couple comments and then we're gonna get on up to this. Gigi said they probably been married. I hope she had him sign a prenup. You guys think Megan got more money than him? I
I
don't know.
don't know because Marvel, they get paid.
Yeah,
The
they get
Marvel
paid
actors get
big
paid.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
But Ladon, how long was he in the marbles
He
It
did a
don't
before he
couple,
matter.
I
got in
think.
trouble?
He could make in one film what Megan has made throughout her career.
Yep.
Marvel and all
That's
of
true.
that,
Yeah,
they get paid like
that's true.
hundreds of millions sometimes based on
Hmm.
how their deals were worked or whatever.
That's
Um
right.
yeah, but Gigi said Jonathan caught her right at the point of hurt and vulnerability. We just talked about that. Truth be told, said I don't think Megan wanted her marriage with Devin to end. It seems like he left her and she was blindsided. She was heartbroken and crushed over that. And I don't think she is completely over him. I don't think either of them are completely over each other.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because like I said a little bit earlier, when Megan and Jonathan Majors announced their engagement, next thing you know, Devin flew his girlfriend to Hawaii. It was real nice. He
Hmm.
did it up. It was real nice. And proposed. So
And I don't think Megan wanted to have any kids, and I think Devin did. To be honest,
mm,
I
I
think
never
I
knew
heard
that.
that. I think that I heard that come out one time when they were doing their right after their book tour that they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he was talking about kids. And then Megan, if any of you all remember her having like a sister circle kind of thing, like Quad did, but it
Yeah.
was on a Christian. Did you all remember seeing that? It was speaking of, how to deal with a Christian life and being in a Christian life. And she said she had done all that she needed to do, but she didn't know
That
whether.
happened when she was married.
Yes. You
Okay.
remember seeing that show? It was
I
like
don't.
four black girls. I forgot who they were, but it was a little thing. It may have been on BET. I'm not quite sure, or Cleo, one of the two. And
Mm-hmm.
I think, and she was saying that she didn't know whether at this point in her life she really wanted to be wanted a child, and
Okay.
she didn't know whether she was going to be a good you know, at this point in her life. It was something about that. So I think that it was like that. I think that would have something to do with it.
Good point. And that may not be forever. We know Jenny Ma at one point said she never wanted kids. She had one with Jeezy. She's going
Right.
through it right now, but beautiful girl. And
Right.
maybe Megan may change that, or maybe she don't. But Gigi says she remembers that. In the back chat, um, Helen said, how does he handle his finances? Good question. I have no idea. Didn't she comment? Didn't she recently comment that she's ready to have children? I
Oh,
don't know. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know that either, Helen, but I believe you if that is the case. And like I said, things change, feelings
Yeah.
change.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep our eye out on them. To Gigi, you said he seems pushy, Mr. Narc poster board, and I agree with you. Like Neva P said, it's something about his eyes, it's something about his mouth, it's just something about him, and I'll
Right.
never forget. Even though I think Michael Eli fine ass was wrong, but I don't know if you guys remember when Michael Eli picked Megan up, and it was when
Oh
Jonathan was
yes.
there.
Oh
Spent
yes.
her around and all of that. The look that
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan gave Megan was a red flag. Big
Yeah,
time, you know?
he's a creeper.
Yeah, for sure. All right, but we're gonna keep it moving. I spoke about these two twins, and again, may they continue to rest in peace. I spoke about them earlier today because there has not been an official cause of death, and they were found in the mountains, and the police there said it was a Erder with an M and Ulside with an S, and the family is not having it. Well, a firefighter has been arrested in connection to this mysterious case because the firefighter took pictures of their death scene and shared the images. How low down? How low down? That reminded me of Kobe. I don't know if you guys remember when Kobe passed away. The firefighters on the scene there did the same thing, and Kobe's wife won a huge settlement because of that. But this just further proves to me foul play. I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. They were miles away from their home in Georgia. They had supposed to have been going to the airport to get on a flight to Boston, and they were found in these mountains in this little small town that is don't travel when the sun is downtown, if you guys know what I mean. And it was comments. I don't even know if I could say this word. Um Can I say the guys that wear the white sheets? You guys should know who I'm talking about. There was comments all throughout social media that that town is filled with the guys that wear the white sheets, and also this firefighter is allegedly one of them. So, panel, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. White sheets over their head with the eyes cut out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I believe this is foul play. This person right here said them boys were murdered and the cops are covering it up. I believe that. Um, all right, that's a comment that said the firefighter is a part of that group I just mentioned. This person said, I just left the family's home. I'll have reaction from them tonight after learning about the picture shared. Who is this Cody guy? Oh, that's Cody. Is that the dancing guy? I don't know. One of them dancing news reporters, I believe. GBI is the same agency that investigated Kendrick's. Okay, I remember that. So anyway, to the panel, I want to know you all's thoughts on this. First of all, how heartbreaking. I don't think so. The Queen speaks. I don't think Jonathan have any kids as well. And yeah. But we'll start with you, LaDawn. Do you think that foul play was involved in this? And be creative with your words. And also, what are your thoughts about this firefighter taking pictures and sharing them? And anytime they do that, it's not just for shock, it's for the laughs. Look what happened to these Negroes, type of thing. Your thoughts, LaDawn?
Yeah, I think that this is such a sad situation, but I think it's very telling how they automatically want to go to our side. I didn't even hear of anybody saying that a un was found on the scene. If I'm mistaken, I didn't hear that that was found on the scene. So for them to say our side is a bunch of crap to me. And then for a firefighter who has come across many of scenes and had to, go into burning buildings or whatever and drag people out half burnt. You never took a picture of that. Why would you have taken a picture of this and then posted it?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of remind me of the people that go back to the scene after they did the crime, and then they go back to the scene. It kind of remind me of something like that, because it just doesn't make sense how a firefighter who does this for a living, like, you don't know better. You know that you can't do stuff like that. That I know that's in the policy, because of confidentiality. And not only that, they want to let the family know stuff first, a certain way. It's just so sad. And I think they should dig deeper on who he's connected to and who he
Mhm.
was talking to right before and after and during, and where his phone is binging or whatever, because something's just not right.
Yeah. Totally agree with you. And it's heartbreaking. You know what I mean? It really, really is. According to the family, naturally they were close. They were twins, but normal activity. You know, no depression, and one of them was sad and didn't want to be here anymore. Where he would do something like this to his brother, or no
Right.
pecs or anything like that. So I'm still praying for a full investigation. Yes, Tawana. Ahmad, what was Ahmad something Berry? What was Ahmad's last name? And we know what happened to him. You know, the clear father and son pow him. So I believe that, and he was running in a similar type of area, and that
Hmm.
happened to him. And you cannot tell me that that did not happen to these boys. So prayers going up to their family. Thank goodness they are fighters. You know what I mean? They are demanding an investigation, and they turned that doggone cause the initial cause that they came out and said they no, they made them stop that. So now all of a sudden they don't have a cause of death after saying murder or side, you know?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. And you know, I know, look, I told you guys, well, maybe just the cutie crew, but I knew Sandra Bland, and her family from the west side of Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah, so we know what happened with Sandra Bland in Texas as well. So everybody, no matter where you stay, keep your head on the swivel. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? Lady Rita says something in the milk ain't clean. It definitely is not. Same thing they, and you know who they is, said about the truck drivers. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna say this real quickly. I think I tell the cutie crew everything, child. But I was telling the cutie crew my uncle had passed, and we drove from Chicago to no 3 carloads of us family. And on our way back, we had to stop at one of those towns in Indiana, you know, to use the bathroom, get snacks, little small gas station. We all walked in, and you could hear a rat pee on cotton. That's how quiet they got. And next thing you know, when we started walking out that gas station, it was about 5, 6 popo cars in the parking lot. So somebody
Wow.
made a call. All we doing is using the bathroom, filling up. And you know what I mean? So it's scary out here. It is. So, you know, like I said, just be careful. All right, Helen dropped down, but Neva P, your thoughts on this unfortunate situation when it comes to the twins out of Georgia. Do you suspect foul play?
100%, 1,000%. I agree with everything that Dawn said, and I am so afraid because I have a 15-year-old grandson that is with me, and I'm in an area now, not in the DMV any longer,
Mm-hmm.
in an area now that these, these times that we're in these days, and because of the orange man, we have to be very careful. Those
Mm-hmm.
conversations I have with him on a daily, I do not, and he's such a sweet boy. He loves everybody. It doesn't matter what race you are, color, la la la, any of that. But
Mm-hmm.
I do not allow him to go with all of them and just one of him. It ain't
That's
never
right.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Period. I took him to he was invited to a party, got to the party. They had one of their flags up. I was like,
Mm.
oh no, we're not doing
Mm-mm.
this today.
Right.
I
That's
said,
right.
and it was a pool party. And I said, that's not gonna happen because I will go berserk on this whole house. It's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna happen. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, so we're not gonna do this today. Me and you and grandma, we're gonna go to the movies, we're gonna go eat. We
That's
can go
right.
pick up one of your other friends, a couple of your other friends. And that's what we did. We went and picked up a couple of his other friends. We went
Mm-hmm.
to this place so they could ride the go-karts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want him to not be able to do anything. So I put something else in place for him so he
Yes,
can
ma'am.
understand how serious I was about that.
Yeah.
Um, and I take it very, very seriously. Let me tell you one thing, then that'll be it. My grandson witnessed something at school. They called and
Mhm.
said, we would, he witnessed something. Do you mind if I have a conversation with? I said, oh yeah, I mind. I said, you're not having no conversation with him when I'm not around.
That's right.
I said, oh no, that's
Right.
not going to happen. Oh no, he's not in trouble. I said, it doesn't matter. I live
Mhm.
5 minutes down the road. I will be there in 2.
I know that's right.
I said, I will be there in 2. And I said, please make sure he's in his class and he can come up when I get there.
That's
So
right.
when
Don't
I
even
got
have
there,
them sitting
oh
there.
heck no! It wasn't no sitting in no room, I'm serious. It wasn't no sitting in no room, no anything. And when I got there, oh Mrs. Pryor, no, he's such a good boy. No, he witnessed something. I said, I understand that. I said that comes from what from me raising him. I said, but no, I have to protect him. You can't
That's
speak to
right.
him without me. I said, why would I allow that? That doesn't even make any sense to me.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, well, we were just trying to get his take on it. I said, well, you can get our take on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't
Yes,
do that. We have to be present, especially with our
for
young
sure.
boys. We have to be present. We have to, it ain't no keeping your head on the swivel. We got to look straight
Mhm.
ahead at what it is. And
Yeah.
like I tell him, listen to what people say. Everything is not a joke. You need to
That's
pay
right.
attention to what people say to you, and you make your decision at that point. So, yeah,
Mhm.
this hit me very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
I'm very afraid. I've been praying since I heard about it because
Mhm.
it's sad, but we do have to do this for our boys,
Yeah.
um, and keep them present. It's a shame they can't be kids, but it is in the world that we're in today. That's
Boys
just it.
and girls.
Yes,
Boys
and the
and girls.
girls.
For
Yes,
sure. I
yes,
saw a clear guy almost knock out a sister couple weeks ago that was caught on video at a gas station. So, it's scary. Kudos to you, Neva P. Those talks should start early on in life like this. And, at the time they probably say, oh, mom just tripping or
right.
auntie just tripping or whatever the case may be. And no, you know what I'm saying? It's too much going on out here. So prayers absolutely going up for this family. This is the first step to me, this firefighter, that shows that you bring this public attention out, and you gonna end up getting some answers, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
And
exactly.
yes, so thank goodness that his family was vigilant in their efforts and that they still are, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the orange man, let me see what you guys are saying. Yes, Nina, that is your nephew, if I'm not mistaken, correct? If so, we are continuously praying. I remember when you shared your story about that. And actually, Nina, you were supposed to reach out to me and you never did. But absolutely, sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've come in late, this is a late night live. I kind of like it. I'll probably be back live, I don't know, for Thursday or Friday. I don't know. But the orange man, child. Now, look, we are not our ancestors. Let me just say that, period, point blank. And look, when it comes to, child, this that would have to be on Patreon. I would prefer, as can I say nasty as some of these folks look? Yeah, y'all come get y'all own bathroom. But as for me, I'm going wherever the hell I wanna go. Okay. But the orange man, they cut a clause from the federal contracting rules that had been in place to the 1960s, meaning companies are no longer explicitly prohibited from having segregated facilities. So he's giving them the green light, where if you want to put up, don't call me colored either, okay? But if you want to put up a sign that says colored only, clear only, whoever only, they've given the orange man has given them the go ahead with that. But if I'm not mistaken, let me check real quickly, because I believe right before I went live, they said that a judge shut this down as well. So yeah, this man has been in office what? A little over 2 months. Look at all the things that he's said and done, and all the things that He said before he got that position. You know, and yeah, play if you want to. Play if you want to. What do you guys think about that in the chat? Let me read a couple comments then, LaDon. I'm gonna get your thoughts. But look, yeah, I couldn't have been a sliznave. I hope you guys know what I'm saying back in the day. And
I
I'm
know
damn
I'm I know I'm gone.
girl
Look,
parent.
I'll be gone.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I ain't
no.
gonna make it.
Yeah, no, it ain't about to be no master, yes, master shit my way. Yeah,
I
we
ain't
can
gonna
go.
make it.
Yeah, we can go and go for the gusto, and whatever happens, happens. In the end, I'm with my dignity. Okay, Cheryl Canada. That's what I said. I was gonna try to find it real quick, but yeah, you know, he's put these judges to work. Shout out to Biden because they said that it is because of Biden he put the right people in place for this very reason. They knew what this man was going to do. It'll be reversed in 2 days. It's already reversed. MD Hill. Sammy, yes, too much. The Queen Speaks said it's so sad, but we do have to watch and pray over our children and grandchildren. I plead the blood of Jesus over man every day. You have
Every
to.
day,
You
every
have
day.
to. You really, really do. Okay, couple more. I heard about that as well, Gigi. That the you know, the veterans that were buried in the Arlington Cemetery, um,
Hmm.
you know, it's crazy. So yeah, you know, all these folks that voted for him, how? And you my skin color, how? Last comment, sis says so heartbreaking as a parent to lose both babies at the same time. It truly is. Not only that, sis, but to have to grieve and also go into fight mode. Yeah, no, you're not about to sweep this under the rug. Yeah, no, we don't believe what you said as far as the first cause of death. No, no, no. So they can't even focus on the unfortunate event of the passing of those boys because they're fighting for justice. You know what I mean? It is crazy. But LaDon, your thought, sis, you going into the cullet's bathroom.
I just can't even believe that he put that up there as a thought. That he's even thinking that way
You
is
can't?
Oh,
is
girl, I
absurd.
can't.
I mean, to actually try to, I mean, I know that's what he aimed for. That's why I was saying to people, don't vote for him. It's a trick. You know, he's getting them over the border, but he's going to get us next. Like, don't fall for it. I get it. But I just really can't believe that this was really going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad it did get shut down, but that would have been a problem. you
Mm-hmm.
know and I'm gonna have to wait until we on Patreon to say how I really feel about, just because of our skin color they think
Mm-hmm.
we dirty and this and that. I'll talk a little more in Patreon about that because they got a lot of nerve.
Okay.
So it's sometimes I don't even want to go in the bathroom after them.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like if we gonna keep it real, you
Yeah,
know.
so I'll save that for Patreon. But anyways, like F you and F off and the people you roll with.
All right. And I'm writing that down on my little sticky. LaDon. Okay, I got it down. It'll be on the board. Neva P, your thoughts. We just
I
got
could
finished talking about the Georgia situation. What are your thoughts on this?
I could care less. My money means a lot, and I would never even think about it. Wouldn't even bother me because I don't go anywhere that I'm not wanted, and I could take my money wherever else I want to go. We don't have to do this no more. We in 2025. They
That's
could do
right.
whatever it is they want to do as long as they don't step. If they step, then it's on. It's as simple as that. That's why I have
Mhm.
to pray every day, Lord, keep me every day.
Right,
I mean, because you go
right.
in these stores and they say crazy stuff and all of that. We not in the 60s, 50s, 40s, 20s. We not nowhere near that no more. So
Mm-mm.
that's how I really feel about all of that. That's why I pray on a daily. You got to pray
Mhm.
about the neighbors you got sometimes. So I got to pray. You got to
Yeah.
pray on the daily because we not back in those times anymore at all. And I believe every single thing that he's going to do. He's always been like this, even when he was who he was as a businessman. You could see
Mhm.
that. So I didn't think it was going to be any other way than what it was.
Yeah.
And then his I forgot what he was, his secretary of HUD, Ben Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's a church family member. He's not a family member, but he's a church member. We went to the same church, grew up in the
Mm-hmm.
same church that he was. And when he changed when he started getting a lot of popularity of being the neurologist for infants surgeon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he started changing back then. He even changed churches because he felt like too many people approached him, which it wasn't anybody else other than who he used to be in church with. But yeah, I'm not surprised about that. I'm not surprised about any of it. I'm not surprised that he was a Republican. I'm not surprised about any of that. Honestly, chit chat. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I mean, they
agree.
showed their colors, and the laws that we have on books is the only thing, but they still had that in their heart. Let's believe that. That was
Oh,
still there, but they was just acting right because of the laws we had in place. Now that's why
exactly.
he's trying to remove all those laws so that you can act crazy if you want to.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
Yeah.
The Wild
Excellent
Wild
points.
West.
Yeah, excellent points. Girlfriend Chronicles said, did I start your comment? Oh, it's on the screen. Who is putting this mess in his mind, though? I mean, the dislike for people of color is real. Girlfriend, this not new. That man was born and raised in this. This is not new. He wanted the Central Park Five unalived, and we know that they didn't do it. He wouldn't rent when he had all of the buildings and all of that in New York for rent. He wouldn't rent to people of color. He's been this way. He's been this way. But Neva P, you said we got to go in stores and all of that. Let me show you, child, what happened in the store. This was truly something else. Just watch. Oh, child, Snatched by Diego was over here. Let me click like. Take a look at this. You and Ladzon. Baby, this sister was a little too reserved for me because I bet you about to stop playing with me. Take a look. So she hit a sister. You guys saw that. She hit her first. Period. Take a look at this BS. Look at the tears.
It was gonna be more than that.
Look, look at this crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. Right.
Mm-hmm. She'd have been laid out.
Facts. Look at him. About to put on a whole production. But this upsets me so much because had a trigger happy popo come in there, this sister, anything could have happened. Let's continue. Look at this shit.
That's where she would have been at chit chat when she threw that
Look
punch.
at him.
No, look at her up under the
Look at him,
thing.
child.
Girl, I'd have went to well. She'd have been down there for real, for real.
No.
Victoria's
For
Secret.
real, for real.
Baby, I would have mollywopped that ass right there
Girl, for real, for
and
real.
paid for my stuff and left.
We look, I come from the stomping era.
Look
So
at him.
for
Look,
Look,
real, for real.
look it.
look right there.
This is Victoria's Secret. Look at
Right there.
this.
Right there. I feel threatened. You running, baby. I call me a wrestler. I would have tried to do one of them wrestling moves where they jump up in the air and
Girl.
drop kick them with both feet. Girl, look at this mess.
Mm-hmm. Chit chat then gave me a headache.
Girl,
Well, I know she ain't backing up, is she? Because I be damned.
Did she swing at her again?
that was the first time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And she
right.
threw a sweater up that child. Immediate tears.
But
Ooh,
nobody
child.
didn't come to her rescue because they knew she was full of crap.
Right,
Yeah.
but no, they got to stop that. I
Yes.
get it. Maybe
Yes.
they did not have in-store security that other lady, although just from her voice, I know she could have handled her, she was in danger. So if it take
Yep.
5 of y'all to restrain this crazy
Hmm.
chick, that's not the word I want to say. If it take 5 of you guys to restrain her until the police get there, then do that.
Yeah, I would have stepped in. I'm like
Girl,
that too,
chase me
Trisha.
around the store,
I would have
please.
stepped in. Even if I worked there, I would have stepped in like,
Yeah,
ma'am, or took her right by her little arm and said, "You got to leave
Yeah,
the store."
but
I
look,
would have been there for her too. Yep.
let's look at them. They are still ringing up customers. This upset me so bad. Let's look at this part again. Bridget J. Fact. You see the customer standing behind her. See, this normal to some of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Ignore.
say
Yeah.
all. I'm not gonna say all, but this is normal to some of them. Baby, they still shopping. Ain't even looking over there. Look at her. Look at her right there. Look at her. She thinking about what should I do next. Let me fall on the ground.
Look at
Real
her.
slowly though.
Look at her.
Real slowly though. Girl, I would
Look
have
like she fainted.
said.
It did. Look at the legs shaking. Look at the jelly
I would have
shaking.
said, if you don't get your, like you talk to kids where you grit your teeth, if you don't get your
Yep.
motherfucking ass up out of here, baby,
Mm,
it could
mm,
not
mm.
have been me. GG facts. She got like, hey, peace, love, and light. She got louder because they ignored her. This is a tantrum from a child.
Mm,
Let's
mm.
continue this and then we'll discuss real quickly. Yes, sis. Or with her phone.
That girl behind that desk should have told her, ma'am, you need to leave out of our store.
Yes.
Right here, right there, ain't no running. Baby. Purse, phone, everything. I wouldn't have got this part on tape because I would have had to put that phone down. Ain't no way in the world you about to chase me through no damn store.
Girl, I wouldn't have moved a step. I would not have moved
Period.
one step.
Period. Period.
Girl, that's why I gotta pray on a daily. I don't have no patience at all, period.
Look at this is madness.
Yes, madness, because I'm gonna be mad right with them too. Let them try me.
I would have stopped real stiff and then put my hand up in a fist real
Girl,
Absolutely not.
yeah.
fast. Bam! Backwards.
Yep,
Absolutely not.
clothesline, LaDawn.
Baby, that whole damn store would have been tore up.
I
Yeah.
just can't believe it.
The whole store would have been torn up. But Neva P probably dropped down on accident. The link is pinned. It would have been on in Poppin' LaDon. In so many words, this is a Patreon type of video that we just watched. But in so many words, what would you have done, LaDon? The good, clean version.
Child, chit chat, you already know from our memberships. I done got fired from jobs. Okay.
You right.
Okay. Because let me
Yeah.
tell you something. That was I blame the state for allowing these
Hold on,
men.
LaDon. Neva P, close one of your windows, sis. Close one of your windows. Let me unmute you. Hold on, LaDon. Neva, whatever you had to do the other day, close out. You got 2 windows open and we hear echo. I'm going to check again. Okay, I think she got us muted. Go ahead, LaDon.
Yeah. I just like I blame the state for allowing these mentally ill people to walk around without AIDS. Like she shouldn't be out in public
Yeah.
by herself. She threw herself on that ground underneath that thing, shaking her legs.
Yes,
Nobody
ma'am.
was even near her. When she put her face on that ground, like she fainted.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And but my thing too is the workers. I didn't see
Yeah.
anybody call for security. I didn't see anybody come around trying to
Mm-hmm.
diffuse it and tell this woman, like, can you lower your voice out?
Nobody.
Whatever. They just allowed her to continue to behave and taunt this woman.
Yeah. And did not blink an eye. Again, a lot of the people that worked there, plus the people that were shopping, they have
Yep.
normalized this type of behavior,
Yep.
and this is verbal abuse.
Yes, it is.
Hold on, let me remove this one. Okay, Neva, let's see. Hold on, LaDon.
Is that
Neva?
better?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. But this is verbal AB use, and I would have played the part after because I got the where I just paused this. This is my proof. You see her hand coming at me.
Yep.
Everything that happened after that,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yep.
That's just period. But let me acknowledge Bella. Bella said, baby, those clear women tears are magical. I wish I could bottle them up and sell them. Facts. Facts. They didn't move at all, Gigi. Gigi say she keep that money, baby. I already told you guys, just have me some commissary because it's gonna be so bad for me. Just put something on my books, child.
I'd
But yeah,
sue the store. I'd even sue the
me too.
store.
Me too.
Victoria's Secrets, because
Yep.
y'all let this go on for too long. No.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
I agree. Give us your thoughts, Neva. Then we're gonna move to the next hot topics. Thank you so much, Bella,
Chit Chat, you didn't gave me a headache, girl.
from watching it.
But that is
Girl.
unacceptable. I wouldn't have moved not one step.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have moved one step. Then I'd have gave her a warning. I'm telling you, I'm gonna knock you out. Simple as that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Period.
I
It's no discussion for all of that. We ain't going backwards. I know I ain't going backwards.
period.
Please. My parents fought too hard to put us where we at and our
That's
ancestors.
right.
It ain't no way. I'm
That's
going
right.
back. Please.
That's right. You
No.
see what Lois said, my Lord, we are not our ancestors.
No, we not.
What is it? FAFO?
Yes.
FAFO if you want to.
Yes. Right.
FA, because where I live, it is 90% clear, in my little city. But everybody is, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to move back here because I lived here in 2013. None of this happens. Everybody is minding their business. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm ready for the FAFO.
And I live in a place also, Chit Chat, where but I live north. So
Mm-hmm.
north, when you live north here in Florida, you're usually getting people from, DMV, you're getting people from New York, you're getting people from like that. So we don't roll like that there, even though we
Yeah.
know it's everywhere. We
Yeah.
don't roll like that, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
really don't get into a lot here because a lot of people that are here are coming from other places where I live. I don't know about the deep, deep, deep south part. I don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really go through any of that. I got good neighbors, and most of them are the other, are the clear.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in the neighborhood that I live in, we were one of the first homes here. We would have
Mm-hmm.
one of the first owners in this development, this
Gotcha.
particular development. We were here first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We and two other couples that in this, it was like when you retire, you come here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yes, it was like that, right?
Yeah.
So my husband's grandmother purchased this, and this is who we purchased it from. So she was one of the first ones that like kind of like started it. So
Gotcha.
we really don't. It's kind of like where you are. We really don't have it like that
Yeah.
here in this portion. But I ain't saying that about the whole state
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh
I ain't
yeah.
saying that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
the
But
part
that's
that
how
I'm
it
in.
should be. It should be like that everywhere. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? And unfortunately, it's not. Love the city that I grew up in, the Shy, but it is absolutely still segregated areas for the most part. You're gonna have your all black communities, all white, the Hispanic area, all of that. And it's a reason why I can't move back. You know what I mean? Love my people, don't get me
Right.
wrong, but
Right.
I just want to live like I live.
Right, exactly.
Um,
And there's nothing wrong with that because if we calling ourselves Christians and we going by what God wants, we all
yeah,
should get along and we all
I
should be
agree.
able to be able to cohabitate together. You know what I
Mhm,
mean?
mhm.
Act like you got some sense.
Yeah,
It is what it is, regardless who you living around.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just Mia said, hold on, Crystal. I'll read yours next. Most of Florida is rural, and you are more likely to experience this. I think any rural, excuse me, areas in any states, you are most likely to experience something like this. There was a small town here in Nevada. A black guy was there filming something, some type of documentary or whatever. And yeah, they harassed the hell out of him. And they ended up getting arrested. And I mean, they were older, 65, 70 plus clear men. And it was on the news. They ended up getting arrested and all of that for ignorance, you know. Crystal, you said, did you cover the clear women? Um, I don't think so. Send it to me on Instagram and I will in another live. I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna read Lois and then we're gonna look at this quick video of the twins and then I'll get to the next topic. But shout out to you guys. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead, hit the like button for me. Lois said, I live in Florida, can't get any further south. I haven't seen any behavior. The clear people are so nice. That's how it's supposed to be. Long as you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. Okay. My neighbor, when I first moved here, moved back, and he's from the Chicagoland area. He's clear. And cool person. Excuse me. He stood and talked to my brother and I. We stood and talked for hours, reminiscing about Chicago and all of that. Well, election time, he had an old orange man sign out there, child. But the development that I live in, they don't allow signage. You know what I mean? And they made them take it down, I believe. But when I used to go out to get in my car, the sign was down a lot. So I don't know if other people were knocking it down or what. But even with that, we still speak and all of that. But I'm like, how was you sitting there having a conversation like we was and you voted for this man? You know, people have a right to vote for who they vote for. Um,
Hmm.
you know, but let's take a quick look. This may have music, but I just wanted you guys to see these videos of the twins that were found in Bell Mountains. Bell
Mm.
Mountain. So sad. Handsome. Rest in peace. Oh my goodness. You guys know I gotta mute it. Oh. I wonder if that's their brother. Yeah, so at the top of the mountain, no hiking gear, no boots, no nothing. How did they get to the top of the
But the
mountain?
parents said they wasn't even into that.
No, they weren't. They weren't. So that's why they demanded this investigation. Hold on, guys. Let's uh-oh. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Um, so sad. So sad. Oh, I didn't know they had a GoFundMe. Quadir. Okay. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I just wanted you guys to see that. You guys see they do have a GoFundMe. So if you want to donate to the family, search for Quadir. I'm sure if you put that name up, it'll automatically come up. I am going to donate myself. It's more than this, I'm sure, because this was 6 days ago, as far as the amount that the family has raised. But the astronauts are back. What do you guys think about the astronauts? They back, chat.
We talking about a year and something later. That's so good.
Gail King gonna get stuck up there with her crazy ass. Let's see if this is a video. Okay, this is a video. This is my first time watching. Take a look. I wonder if her and the guy did the do up there. You're stuck, gone
Well,
from your.
could they take off their uniform?
Yeah.
Yeah, they. Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah,
They could take off their uniform.
yeah. Because they show video of them, and they weren't in, but they were over there for 9 months. So they're back. Your thoughts? Anybody in the chat? I'm glad that they were able to survive. Today was the first day that they were able to get a breath of fresh air in 9 months. So kudos to them. I doubt if they go back up there. Crazy. But I'm glad that they're back safely. And I'm still gonna say again, Gail King, sit your arse down. Thank you, Linda Gamble. Sit down. Child, is no way. Is no way. Um, Yeah, Lois, I got a couple relatives, and I only spoke to one of them once since. Yeah, that voted for the orange man. It's like how. But anyway, let's continue real quickly, and then after this, we'll get to our last hot topic. But Tiana Taylor and Iman, her ex-husband, they've been going through it. And Iman is acting like these bitter exes when you divorce them and all of that. And they had sealed court documents. He released them last week. It came out that she got 4 mansions. She got
Condo.
a Maybach. She got a Sprinter truck. She got alimony, child support. He has to pay for the kids' private schooling. So everybody was shocked because Tiana had already said this was closed. Somebody had to leak them, and it was Iman. Tiana's mom came out and said, look, he got some things in it too, so it's not like that Tiana just got all of this in their divorce settlement or whatever. But she wants him behind bars, child. Do y'all think it's that serious? It says Tiana Taylor, let me read it. Tiana Taylor has filed a petition against her ex-husband, Iman Shumpert, accusing him of leaking sealed divorce docs to the media and seeking to have him jailed for contempt. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Tiana claims that the leaks have fueled misleading reports about their divorce, leading to public scrutiny. She clarifies that no settlement occurred as the court awarded them property, vehicles, and a tour bus. Taylor also disputes false claims about her purchases, including a Maybach. She believes the timing of these leaks coincide with Iman's music release, just like DDG, and now seeks 20 days of jail time. So he did, right after the leak of those documents, released a song. These guys are straight biatches. Is it worth jail time? LaDon, 20 days is what she wants.
Yeah, because I'm tired of them getting away. There's consequences to your actions.
Mm-hmm.
If they say if you do this, this is what can happen, then that's what should happen. All these slaps on the wrist, that's why we get these full blown monsters, because they've been able to get away with so much.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
and it was sealed for a reason. And like she said, the public scrutiny, not
Yeah.
that she cares, but the constant harassment and numbers going on her pages and all that's a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and he's lucky it's only 20 days. Absolutely. He should go to the clink clink.
All right. LaDon say, hey, if you break what was specified and those are the stipulations, then bye-bye. Who was that? Truth be told, said Tiana, it ain't that serious. You're divorced now. Just let it go. Shaking my head.
She need to let it go.
Yes, I
Shit.
agree.
We need to let it go. Yeah, go to jail. Shoot. You
Facts.
a grown man with 2 babies. You need
Yes.
to let it go.
And
Shoot, I'm sick of people trying to protect these men all the time. No, go to jail.
mm-hmm. And look, I agree because just like
Yeah.
LaDon said, the pats on the wrist, they homeboys look at that and they see, yeah, I'm gonna do it too. And you know what I mean? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And yeah, if he got to sit his butt down, I can guarantee you this: he won't leak nothing else.
Think about
He'll have a good rap
consequences.
song.
Huh?
He'll have a good rap song about when he's
Right.
sitting
Exactly.
in a clink
Right.
waiting
Exactly.
for his commissary.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If they give you a pen and pad in there, then yeah, take that time to do that.
Be
But
creative.
And that's how come we get somebody else, the next person gonna get him in his bad behavior because he don't know how to act.
yeah, yeah.
Shoot, go to jail. Go to jail.
And you
30
know what
days
I'm sick
action,
of?
30 days.
Yeah. I'm sick of these seemingly perfect looking families broken up. And in this case, it was the actions of Iman that broke them up. And she divorced them. You know what I mean? Two beautiful daughters and all of that.
Yes.
It's
And
like
they were a beautiful couple.
beautiful couple, absolutely. And somebody said because he's just like Martell on the outside looking in when we first started watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Mel and Martell, beautiful family,
Yes.
beautiful family. You know, and just look at his face, Ladon. He looked like he ain't ish. He looked like, and I'll do it again. That's
Yeah,
what it looked like.
he sure enough do. I mean, go. I say 30 days, Ladon. Forget the 20, 30.
Neva want 10 more.
Yeah, 10 more days. That way, when he get out, he know better. No, go to jail.
Yeah.
And I also believe Chit Chat and LaDon, he saw that picture of Tiana and Pierre as well.
Musafa.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Aaron P. Yeah.
yes,
It was right after that. They
yep,
were where? At the Oscars, correct?
yep.
Tiana.
Melody and Martell, yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, can't
Tiana.
stand it. Didn't want it when you
Yes.
had it, and then you want look at you.
Yes. D Brown, what's your blood pressure shoot up for, sis? Something we talking about? But welcome, welcome. Thank you for dropping down. Gigi said he been cheating on her. So when she
Yeah,
said she done, she the problem, boy. Please give his art. Oh, Gigi said 90.
go ahead,
Can
G. Yes, I'm
can
with you,
we,
girl.
can we
Shoot.
get 120? Yeah, we can go on auction, do an auction. Should give his ass
They're going
120.
right.
I
They're
told you
going
he
right.
lucky. He better shut up and do them 20 and be grateful.
Yeah.
Exactly. Be grateful.
Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. So,
And don't get one of them women he was cheating on or with. What is the
you know what?
problem?
Where she go? You know what I mean? Where she go?
Right.
Get somebody. But excellent point of Gigi that he saw her with Musafa child.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And caved his chest in. I told you I'm a fan of caving a Negro's chest in. That's how you do it, Tiana.
Girl, the
Uh,
more of us do this, the less the men gonna come out and be acting like that to other women. We gotta be strong and
yeah.
keep it moving. And they don't think they'll be able to go to the next one and act the same way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree.
We just
Um,
need to do that.
Pink Table Topics, also known as Pink Diva, also known as my sister said, right. These Negroes need to be rehabilitated.
Right.
That's what I think you mean. They don't know how to act when they're in the civilian world. So lock them up so he can find some get right about himself. I can't stand these bombs. Yeah. Imagine the nerves of these women just from being tired. He go doing something else. He go saying something else. He go this. Damn, going on about your business.
Right.
You know? So Linda said give him 3 years, child.
The dog.
Yeah, we ain't got no pity. We ain't got no pity. Linda Gamble say 3 years, baby. I know that's right. She lock them all up,
Girl, the dog, he better do them 20 days and be done with
You
it.
better listen, and since he can't be creative out here because he's too busy up keeping tabs with Tiana, he can be creative behind there.
Right.
And that girl star is, I remember Tiana from, I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well.
Sweet
Sweet
16.
16 with the big hair and all that.
Yeah.
And she is such an awesome, she's the, how they say you got the it factor. She
And
has
she
the it
does.
factor. She can sing, she can dance, she can act, she can do all of that.
Model.
Yes,
Yeah. And we could
yes,
see that from the Sweet 16. Remember her Sweet 16?
absolutely.
That was very creative.
Yep. So yeah, she was a little girl when she stepped up on the scene, and she's been climbing ever since. I didn't hear that, Kelly. I doubt it. That honey, that would have been all across the airwaves. She said, "Did Iman really jump on Aaron?" No, no.
Oh,
But Iman made D Brown drop down out the bushes, child. She said, "I'm sick of these sorry earth men." Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
better not mess with Mustafa. He was training for that movie.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? And that's the same thing that I said about DDG. They may have money. Iman has money, DDG has money, and even their money can't get them in the doors that Halle could get into and
Mhm.
Tiana couldn't get into.
Mhm.
They are famous. These bums or rich. It's a difference.
Mhm. That's
And
right.
DDG, his was calculated as well because he wanted to be on her arm at all of these events, the Grammys, the Oscars. What else is in February? Three things. And last year, Halle was there with him, or year before, whenever. And yeah, she wasn't having it this year. And next thing you know, he came out with his little stunt. So, these men, child, something else. Pink Diva said, and we got to stop giving these petty arse men a pass. Folks
Right.
always quick to say what the woman should do. How about
Hmm.
addressing the perpetrator, the man? Facts. A
So
woman
she's
should,
supposed to be quiet, keep it out of the public.
yeah,
She wanted to keep it
yeah,
private, but he can do and say whatever he want to do and
right.
say.
No,
No,
no, yeah.
no.
I agree. And shout out to the women that's speaking up. Shout out to
Right.
number one that got the guts to leave, divorce, let go of your dream, because she wanted to stay with this man. They got two beautiful daughters. She left when her baby was fairly young, just like him.
Right.
Shout out to the women that is sick and tired of being sick and tired, said enough is enough. I'm leaving in spite of just having this child. I'm
It's
leaving in spite of what it looks like,
right.
please.
Just like Cardi B. No, you're not gonna talk no ish to me. I'm showing my text. This is what you were saying to me.
Uh-huh.
There
Uh-huh.
go right. No.
Mhm.
Who y'all
Mhm.
think y'all are?
I agree. So I like the trend that it appears that a lot more women are speaking out and letting the truth be known publicly about a lot of these men. And yes, peace, love, and light. Jealous. DDG was salty because their women swung past them. They try to latch on to be regular relevant. Okay, I understand, but I agree, and that's what he did. That's what he did. And I told you guys I was really rooting for him because I had been following him so long. But the more and more I look back at the situation, yeah, he definitely got with her as a come up. And now she's tied to him for life with that baby. But I like the way that she's moving. Um,
Exactly.
let's look at Halle real quick, because this was her first public, and then we're gonna get to our last topic. But I appreciate you guys. I like this late night. I told you guys the power hour. I gotta rush too much, and I be wanting you guys to come up and chat with me. But let's take a look at Halle. This is, and I love the caption. But she popped out with a post today. I think she had put something in her stories a couple days ago, but this is her post from today. 500,000 people already liked it, and she said, "Let them talk." And I love that because people, is she gonna say something to him? She never does, but she's put her foot down, and I'm proud of her. She's a young girl, but she also has a song coming out with Glorilla. Glorilla has grown on me. Didn't care for it too much. Still not my type of music, but she's doing the damn thing. So kudos to her. But we'll take a quick listen and I gotta pause. Gotta pause. That was enough. They talking ish because I ain't got ish to say to them. That was a message to DDG. You done came out here and talk all this ish for what? For what?
And you can't even talk to her. I know you feel like crap. You got to go through a third party just to
That's
get your
right.
son, just to say
That's
anything. She
that's
put
right.
him in silent.
Yes, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because damn, the girl had the color purple movie. We talked about this. She couldn't even go to the premiere and promote it because she was 9 months pregnant in that December when it was released. And could have lost her career because
Mhm.
of her image, the Little Mermaid and
But
Disney.
he don't care. He don't care.
Right, he don't care. And he tried to start this stuff this time because she got another Disney project that she's working on. And I was done with him when he said, "I'm tired of protecting her good girl image." That let me know all I needed,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
jealous of her image. And her image was absolutely good before your ragged ass came along. So he's
Cause
still
that's just
trying.
who she is.
Right, that's just who she is. But he's still trying, he's doing the typical Negro. Being spotted with all these different women and going out on dates and all of that. All of that is to get her attention. Haley has moved on. And I am so proud of her. So proud of her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was proud of what's her name, y'all? I forgot. Shoot. Kiki Palmer.
Oh
And then
yeah.
I was disappointed when she went back.
Well, we don't know if she's back.
But didn't I see something where she was back?
I
I didn't see
think
that
that
she
was
was
the
back.
birthday party. They just
Right,
came together like DDG and Haley did for the
right.
birthday
The
party.
one,
Oh, okay.
right,
So that don't mean that they back.
Because
right,
you ain't seen
right.
Okay.
nothing else.
No, and I think that she did come out and say something about, co-parenting, that they were gonna try to or they move beyond whatever and they're co-parenting.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah,
The
sometimes even if you
co-parenting
want
is
that
good.
peace, right, if you want that peace of mind, and I think Hallie, well, she already let baby Halo go back. I do think we're gonna get off of this real quick, but I do think that there are some type of stipulations involved because he only had that baby on camera once, and that's when that baby first came back over there, and he showed them for content. But most times DDG had that baby on his streams 24/7.
Oh,
So I'm
really?
I'm hoping that Haley put something in place for that. Keep my baby, you could post a picture here or there, but him sitting on live streams and you guys are making memes out of him and all that will stop. All of it.
That's good.
Yes, yes. Okay, now D Brown, you calm down. Don't be letting these stories get your pressure up. We're not gonna have that. Okay. Yes, it was a very big year, just Mia. Yes, and they were sick, baby. I think I'm a little too you guys know what? Not violin, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Boy's
Mm-hmm.
still working on me.
Yeah, because baby, I'm sick, and this is highly contagious and could be deadly. And you blasting me? Promise you, when I get better, I'm coming. That's just it. That's all. So yeah, that's why you all my cutie sisters, because we all are violins, violins. But let's see, it takes two to tango, but some of these men try to purposely impregnate. Yes. And then because they want to be stuck with them for life, sis. They want to say, especially a Cardi B when it comes to Offset, or Halle Bailey when it comes to DDG. That's my BM. And Offset had the audacity to say that. He said, "You stuck with me for life. I won." That's what he said. I won. You the mother of my kids. So yeah, they purposely do shit like that. But this will be our last topic. We're gonna try to get through this in 5 minutes. It is 12:19 Eastern, 12:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11:20 p.m. Central, 9:20 my time. But I will say, I'm gonna start this from the beginning. I'm just gonna play a little bit of Corey because I can't stand his arse. But he was calling her less hilarious instead of Jess Hilarious. He didn't lie too much about a lot of things in this, and I can't stand his ass. But Jess is thug baby bone thugs in harmony. Call me, yes, ma'am. Till I die. Okay.
And I love Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Yes,
girl.
ma'am.
Whoa, whoa,
Yes,
whoa,
ma'am.
whoa.
So
That was my
yes,
group.
we in the right place. Don't forget Cutie Crew, big announcement tomorrow. But Corey came out talking about Jess Hilarious today, and then Jess Hilarious came out and she is putting the Breakfast Club on blast. So let's take a look. You guys in the chat, drop your comments before we get up out of here. I'll read some of your comments after my panel is done. But shout out to my sisters, Lutz Zwan and Aniva P. Let's take a listen. Shout out to the neighborhood talk.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear anything either.
Now, I'm not gonna say she's not talented.
Chit chat. We didn't hear anything. Nobody heard anything.
You guys can't hear this?
We didn't hear it last when you was doing Halle either.
Really? Why you just not telling me?
because we didn't think I didn't think you
I
was
thought
playing
it
her
was just
song.
me, and then I was
Yeah.
pushing stuff like, wait a minute.
Child, hold on. Okay. This is on Neighborhood Talk. I'm going to close out everything on that one. Hold on. I'm going to close all my windows. Give me 1 second. I wish you guys would have told me. Okay, I see the tools now. All right. Oh, I'm in StreamYard and Google Chrome. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. No, Gigi, I thought I was playing and muting, playing and muting. So that's a good thing if you guys didn't hear it, but we'll do a test. So I'm opening up Instagram in a new window. Let me go back to that post. But Corey Holcomb said that Jess wasn't qualified for that job. Put in the chat. Hold on. If you guys agree. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, LaDon and Neva, I am let me share. And I'm gonna tell you guys when I unmute and let me know if you can hear it. Okay. It's playing. Let me know.
Well, this is what happened at the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, we hear it.
Okay.
She took that job. She got that job because I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
She got that job. And I always said she wasn't talented.
Now that's going a little too far for me. But you guys let me know. Do you think that Jess Hilarious, and not yet Neva, I'm talking to the and LaDon, I'm talking to the chat, if she was experienced enough for what she does on the Breakfast Club? Put it in the chat for me. But I don't agree with him. I can't stand his ass.
She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Lauren.
Yeah. Oh. She has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who
her name is Lauren LaRosa.
Is Lauren. That girl know what she doing.
All right, that's enough. You guys get the gist. Any comments? Everybody is saying, wow, wow, wow. Gigi said he needs some chapstick, and she was a different vibe. They couldn't stand her following. Okay. I like Lauren too. And I'm not trying to pit these sisters together. What I wish that they would have done is let Jess have the comedic type of segment, and Lauren is a boss when it comes to what she does. She researches. She did a whole lot when it comes to the Wendy Williams story, and she comes from TMZ. So Jess is mad. Now, the parts that I heard, we're going to listen to hers in full. The parts that I heard of Jess, she didn't say anything in response to Corey, but maybe I missed it. But and then after this, I'll get to the panel. But who else? Who else like Lauren? I don't want to say better than Jess. I was never a Jess Hilarious fan, guys, just to keep it real. It's not like I dislike her. She just wasn't that fun to me, and yeah, that was big shoes to fill. Angela Yee. I just didn't get it. So I do agree with him that she had a large social media following, and it is a shame because it should not be this way. But she did get pregnant right as they were announcing her as the host. And look, people screw, you know what I mean? And you liable to get pregnant. And it shouldn't be this way because I would say it's discrimination, but I didn't think that was on time. Does that make sense? I don't think that was the right timing for that. But let's listen to what Jess had to say. She's pissed, and she's not talking to um she's not talking to Corey. She's talking to the Breakfast Club. So it's some drama going on, and it sounds like to me she over it. Let's take a
We
look.
supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when like not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like, why the fuck should we have to keep planning? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela, you ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga.
Right there sounds like she's quitting to me. Right there. And I agree, peace, love. I guess she's saying that she wished that her co-host would have come out and defended her against Corey Holcomb. Let's continue.
I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with niggas. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open. All the time. How about y'all clear some of this shit up for you? We supposed to be a team up there. Some of this shit up for y'all teammate. That shit is ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High.
Fair East Side High, child.
Before Mr. Clark, though. Like when he first got there. Y'all want a bitch to keep her cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man.
I think it's a wrap.
I get up every fucking day. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work. You ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the fucking studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
Wow.
I'm gonna shit up for you.
Wow. Hold on. Okay, so that's all that they had. It's Trouble in Paradise. Now, I don't know what they're paying her, but she just said that she got to pick up more shows, and maybe it's just for the peace of mind, because that job position comes with a hefty salary, over probably over 200,000. They make good money. Yes, ma'am.
She had another live too that I seen. And
today?
I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but it could have been today because it looked like she had that chain on and stuff, but she didn't have that the scarf on her head.
On her head. Okay. Let me go to live. Hold on, live bites. Because I saw a little more too. Oh shoot, I didn't want to go there. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it, and then we're going to be out of here. I'm going to read you all's comments if you put them in the chat. Thanks so much. Please make sure to hit the like button. Okay, this one, she still got the scarf on, so I'm not going to go there. We'll find it, LaDawn. We'll play it in members only tomorrow.
That one, she seemed more jealous and
of Lauren.
Yep. And she even says, yeah, I did tell her to shut up, be quiet. You know, but she seemed like she can't work with other women because they could have made it work.
Yeah.
You know, there was a slot for both of them. Lauren does what she do and Jess does what she do. They don't do the same thing, so they're not gonna be the same type of people. But
they kind of do the same thing. They were kind of talking about hot topics and, you know, the entertainment industry.
I'm saying in profession wise, because you know, Jess did get a spot, you know, and Lauren has been working under her degree in this field. Yeah. So, and she does more deep research and meaningful research and not go to the blogs for their research. So that's the difference. But I still feel like Jess has a problem with working with other women
Well, let's take a
And
look. Hold on, LaDawn, because she's talking about Lauren right here. We'll take a quick look and then we'll definitely that'll be the last clip that I play. But Jess said that she's the one that picked Lauren.
yep,
That
this is the
has to be
one.
hard. Okay, that has to be hard. You pick someone that they are better doing that than you. You know what I mean? But I saw what you was talking about, LaDawn, because they showed, I don't know if it was this one, but I saw it recently. They showed clips of Jess talking to her. You know, they were working, so they were on set, and she was shushing her. Okay, yeah, but be quiet though. So what I was saying, okay, yeah, I asked you to be quiet though. So whoever put in the chat that Lauren is not as male identified as Jess, I agree. Just a little hard, you know. But let's take a quick look. LaDawn, stop me if we can't hear it.
Doing it to the best
It's
of our
playing.
ability. Shorty is like that. Yeah. That's why I picked her to fill in for me for maternity leave. That's why I picked her. Y'all need to understand something. I'm never hating on Shorty. I already told her. I tell her every day. I tell her she's pretty every day. I tell her every day. I big up this woman every day. Every day. I don't have no reason to fucking hate on that girl. I don't. No, I didn't like her when I came back because I'm like, all right, what's going on?
Okay, now, wait a minute now. Why didn't you like her when you came back? She just told on herself. Because see, what she thought was what she just said. I picked her to be there while I was on my maternity leave. She thought Lauren was going to be out of there once she got back, and she wasn't. Let's continue. Well, this is my first time hearing this part.
Wait, what's going on? She knew it. We had a conversation. Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing this is the way these niggas is doing shit up here that I don't like. Okay, got it.
I don't understand. You just said I didn't like her. Now you blaming them. Which one is it?
Now, it's her segment. I went to the, and she's doing it to the best. You know what I'm saying? I was eating that shit up the whole year I co-hosted, eating that shit up until I had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a baby. In this industry, what I'm doing ain't no right time to have a baby, so you have them when you have them. I don't regret when I got pregnant. I don't. I got pregnant on fucking. That's what I wanted, a baby, and that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was eating that shit up the whole.
All right, now dang. I kind of wish I would have had a little more of that portion, but I'll find it tomorrow for members only. But LaDawn, go ahead, sis, and give us your thoughts on it. I heard you say she should have her baby when she want, and I agree, you know.
I agree. But I feel like she should have came back with just solidifying her position and allowing Lauren to do her little part, and they just all just talk together. But she came in territorial. Okay, I'm here now. You was only here while I was out. Now go. And they said, well, wait a minute. She seems like a good fit. She's got a lot done since you've been gone. And she's valuable to the company. So she ain't going nowhere. And then she feels backstabbed. Instead of using it to her advantage and, like I said, become a team, she wanted to blame somebody and push somebody out. She didn't want to be with another woman. She didn't want to work with another woman. I feel like that.
Yeah. Is that right though? If Jess was under the impression initially that we're just going to have somebody here to fill your spot while you're on maternity leave, and when you come back, they out, is it fair that they kept Lauren?
Well, as long as her spot was still there for her and they made room. I mean, I can see if it was only one slot and they pushed her out that way. But if it was room enough to make 5 more seats and yours was still there, become a team and make it work and y'all bounce off each other.
Yeah. I agree.
But instead, you came back like So then you gave them a reason to push you out now, because who wants to work with somebody like that? This is a team job.
I agree. Last question to you, LaDon, before we get to Neva P. Do you think it's a wrap? After what Jess Hilarious just said and calling out her employers, do you think it's a wrap? If she hasn't quit, do you think she gonna get fired?
In my opinion, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Air out these grievances behind closed doors. You know,
Well,
send.
he baited her because
He
he
did
knows
bait
they
her.
already got a feud, and you allowed him to do it, and you said a
Yep.
little bit more, and then you started talking about that, like you got baited, you came out, and now you're gonna have to deal with the consequence.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you felt like, damn, Charlemagne, damn, DJ Envy, y'all can't protect me, send them a text or pick up the phone and call them. But to click live, she seems over it. And Miss Wynn said Jess just never looks prepared. She doesn't to me either. And I just didn't think it was a good fit. But again, I would have loved if they could have made room for both of them, even if it was just to the end of Jess's contract. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The verbiage or the words that she used kind of seemed like she may be trying to set up for a lawsuit. I got pregnant. And now it's uncomfortable because I got pregnant. And now she's here because I got pregnant and she's still here.
And
I
I
don't
don't
know.
regret it.
Yeah, she don't regret it. But we'll talk about that tomorrow too. Can she sue? Emotional distress. You know? I don't know. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get Neva's, and then I'll read a couple comments and we're going to be out of here. Neva P, your thoughts on what we just watched with Jess Hilarious?
I can't really speak much on it because I haven't seen them a lot. I don't like the Breakfast Club because
Mm-hmm.
I just think the guys are silly. um, and I believe that the guys could have been also talking about her why she wasn't there. And when she got back, they probably was trying to bait her, like you said. And instead of her handling it differently, she took it out on the young lady
Mm-hmm.
that she probably saw that was doing good, and I just don't think she handled it good once that happened. Um, but I'm not surprised that because they treated Angela wrong when she left.
Uh-huh. They did.
So I'm not surprised that whether she was good or bad, they were a team. And if he was really there feeling for her, they could have worked that out. But me, I would have said, "Come on, chit chat. Look, we ain't gonna let them win like that. We're gonna have to just do this shit together."
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I wouldn't have let them run, but see, that's me. I wouldn't have let them run me out um until I was ready to go out. But I'm not surprised
Mhm.
because I don't like the guys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Miss Wan said postpartum. Could be. It really, really could be. I
That
agree with
could
you.
that could be, but she probably wasn't treated nicely when she got back.
Yeah, I look, just from the wordings, well, just from what she said, um,
Hmm.
I picked her. So, she feel like she was the big dog. You know what I mean? They are a team, but they really didn't have a chance to bond as a
Right,
team. And
right.
look, I'm a woman, and the majority of us are women, and she does have a right to get pregnant whenever and however. But that was valuable time, because when she officially started, I think she was out of there a couple months later. And that's not enough time to really bond as a team. So I'm not blaming her, but I get how they could possibly feel different because they spent more time with the new girl bonding than they did with her. And the new girl is on her ish. She's on her. That girl is amazing. Research and just the way that she tells the stories, and she got the facts, and she's able to throw them some questions and they're able to answer, and it is a smoother exchange. But I do hate that she's going through this. I hate that she's feeling this way because I see sadness, even looking at those videos is masked with anger, but she's sad. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think her speaking out the way that she did is going to be of a benefit, you know? So she
Yeah,
said,
I'm gonna be.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hired a person,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I really needed the person, and the person got the job. I gave the person a job because she was the best fit for the job.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got there, the first week, she had a nerve to tell me she was pregnant.
Wow.
And hey, I'm a woman. I got two girls. I'm not saying nothing about that, but I felt bamboozled with
Mm.
chit chat. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
upset, but I didn't let her know I was upset. But I was very upset because I felt like it was dishonest and she put me in a position.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
you're going to come back and tell me, oh, I just found out I was pregnant, girl, please. The second week chit chat, we can see the stomach.
Yeah. Wow.
Girl, I was
So
just
she knew.
devastated.
Mm-hmm.
I was really devastated, honestly. And
Yeah.
what, after that, we can't do nothing about it, right?
Right. 'Cause she's hired.
I mean, we can't do nothing about it now. But
Uh-huh.
I get it. And they probably felt a little bit of the same way that I felt. And they probably did, because that's a lot of time and money that we putting in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we still can't get no work out you. I don't mean
Yeah.
no.
I get it. I get it. It's a shame,
It is.
because it's something that only women will go through and not men. You know
Right.
what I mean? But that initial time of not only bonding but learning your
Mm-hmm.
job correctly and
Mm-hmm.
thoroughly is out the window. You know?
Exactly.
So I do think
Mm-hmm.
that in this case, she said that it's high schoolish there and all of that. I believe that they're extra petty
Mm-hmm.
in hopes of her quitting. That's where I think that they are right now. They
Yeah,
want
because
her to quit.
because Angela was honest. They didn't treat her nice.
Yeah.
They did not treat her nice when she was getting ready to go. It was like, I saw a couple of interviews with Angela, and she was like, they
Mhm.
all but booted her out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. After 13 years.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let me read a couple more comments. Valeria or Valeria. I never liked Jess the Hilarious. I don't think Jess was right for the Breakfast Club. Lauren is better suited for the position. The men on the Breakfast Club, men are petty and too opinionated. Petty, immature, all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree. Bella said that show has no loyalty to the female host. Charlotte and Envy has sketchy past. Yes, Charlemagne got something to do with Great, if I'm not mistaken. That was dropped, but still. And DJ Envy when it comes to that pyramid scheme,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly, real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, their jobs are secure.
Yeah.
So like I said, I feel bad because she is a woman. We root for women. But I still don't think that she was a good fit. Just giving my opinion. Gigi says she may have been able to sue, but I believe her online antics may harm that. Yes. That's why you have to. Hey, Teresa, we out of here, sis. That's why you have to try to keep your cool in a professional setting, professional working environment. You got to do things the right way. Keep your cool. You know what I'm saying, and handle it either through EEOC or HR or an attorney or something. So I agree with that. DJ Envy is the last person who should judge anyone. Made her feel secure in her position, then flipped it, perhaps. Yeah, possibly, Gigi. To the chat, and we out here after this. Just put in the chat, do you think that her getting pregnant played a part in how it's flowing? Or do you think that she really is, I don't know if I want to say intimidated by Lauren, or do you think that she just knows that, damn, she doing my shit and she doing it better? Let me know. But even when she said, LaDawn, yeah, I was mean to her. That was a clear case of, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't do that. You got a big toe in here. That's all. You haven't even stepped all the way into this position, and you come back and you being mean to her, and then you want a big dogger. I'm the one that picked her. Well, you picked a good ass a replacement child. That's what it's looking like it's gonna be. To me, Jess never looked like she wanted to be there after the first month. Yeah, something happened. I believe she was reprimanded because I don't know if you guys remember, but Jess Hilarious officially came out and announced that she was the new co-host beforehand, and they were upset about that. So she didn't let the network or whatever. She didn't let them make that announcement. And at one point, because after she did that, it had been quite some time before she even came back on the show. They had started having other guests, women there that was interviewing and doing their on air, I guess talent or whatever, showing them what they can do. And I think they reprimanded her and probably gave her a suspension right off the top. So she jumped the gun with that. And you're not supposed to do that. In a way, it seems like she was penalized for having a baby. That's true. And that isn't how it's supposed to be. Would like to know what her contract says. Yes. Thank you, Kimberlyn. And it does seem that way. Well, we really can't say that though, Kimberlyn, because she came back. I could see if they didn't ask her back.
With an attitude.
Right. I could see if they, while she was on maternity leave, they called and say, hey, we don't need you, or we don't want you, or we only going to have you part-time, or whatever the case may be. They didn't do that. But that's why I said earlier, I think that she thought when she came back, Lauren was going to be out of there. And the public loves Lauren, unfortunately, a little bit more when it comes to doing her job than Jess. Now, Lauren, yeah, I just like her. I like the fit. I think she was talking about Charlemagne. I think she was talking about Charlemagne. I think Charlemagne advocated for Jess. Caller, the girl had you in a trick bag about her pregnancy. Neva, she's talking to you. Yes, that's scandalous. Neva,
Yeah.
I think you talked about that before in members only.
Yes.
Okay, I kind of remember that story. And
And
yeah,
so
that
believe
is
me,
true.
they knew they couldn't do nothing after that. They knew once she said she was pregnant,
Yeah.
that's nothing we could do about it.
Yep. Yep. Other than micromanaging, and who wants to do that?
Girl,
But you
exactly.
micromanaging as I find this mistake, that mistake, you out of here. But
Yeah.
is she still with the company?
She was, yes. I'm not with that company
Okay,
neither.
you're
She
not.
went on, but she ended up being amazing because that's why I hired her.
Mm-hmm,
But it
mm-hmm.
didn't change the fact that the way we got her and all the stuff we had to go through to
Yeah.
get her to where she needed to be,
Mm-hmm.
it was horrendous, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. That's crazy. Okay, couple more. We out of here. 325 Night Owl still up with me. Thank you guys so much. Miss Lady, totally agree. TMZ, they on it. They quick with it. You know what I mean? They have their rapport when they're doing their live show where people in the studio are talking from the back and the side and all of that. Fast-paced situation. And she is really good. She climbed the ladder quickly because she is a senior producer. I wonder if this also bothered Jess. I did not know that, Miss Wynn. I'm gonna look that up so we can talk about it. So after she, after Jess picked her, they've since promoted Lauren to senior producer. Wow. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure that's another reason.
And I
She's
think
sad
she
and
did
defensive
work.
now at this point.
I think Lauren was working for iHeartRadio on another sports company
Okay.
already.
Okay, so
So,
she was already with iHeartRadio and just came
right,
on board for them. Okay.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little research. I like her. Just because Miss Texas child, you can go right on back to sleep. She talking about wait, y'all still live? We out of here counting down in less than 60 seconds. But thank you for coming back. She said I went to sleep and now I'm up. Child, now we about to go to sleep. Gigi said, nope, I believe she bit off more than she can chew. She didn't come from journalism. Yep. Miss
Think
Wynn
about
said
it.
no.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead, LaDon.
Because think about it. She got pregnant right away, so
Mm-hmm.
she was always behind the screen or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Lauren came right in doing boots on the ground. She
Yes.
went to go see Wendy to interview in
Yep.
person. She was like out there.
Mhm.
She gave more to the show than looking up on YouTube. Like I
Yeah.
said,
I agree. And look, it was awkward for me because maybe it's Jess's heavy accent, which I love. But even that was hard to listen to initially for me, because of, just thick, thick, thick accent, which in some cases it appeared that she wasn't saying some of the word. Well, she wasn't. She wasn't saying a lot of shit right. I ain't even gonna blame that on the accent. But hopefully they can coexist, but everybody in the chat say, nope, she shouldn't have come out the way that she did. Yes, Gigi should have contacted a lawyer. That way, look, now I'm going through postpartum. Y'all gonna pay me. That's what I
Yeah.
would have done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said nothing. Now I'm just gonna collect this money and
Exactly.
y'all gonna continue on. But um Jess knows Lauren is a better job. The Breakfast Club felt better with Lauren than with Jess, and Lauren has a better attitude. She does. She does. Oh no, a young college student is missing.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, I'm tired. I'm just tired of hearing this sad
see, I'm
stuff.
telling you, so sad. We understand, Teresa, and prayers going up. I hope that they are found safely. I really, really do. Yeah, Neva, it's draining. There was a happy ending to a story. I think this girl was 15. She went missing in Georgia a year ago. They found her this week living in Tennessee under a different name. They didn't give any details, but I can guarantee you it was a Negro. And I
wow.
can guarantee you it probably was an older Negro. So yeah. Yes, the young lady is oh no, that's not what she's talking about, Miss Wynn. But we did talk about that earlier. The young lady in the DR is still missing, but her parents want the authorities there to declare her dead. And I'm like, my goodness, it's only been a couple weeks. Lauren might be making sure she finds sources for her segment. Yeah, kudos to Jess. And I think it's a wrap though. I think either she's going to put in a notice or they're going to fire her just based off of the video alone. And I agree. She fell for the okey doke with Corey Holcomb. It made me wonder what the hell is their beef? But they're both comedians, so there's no telling what happened. If they outperforming, I don't know. But clearly, he has an issue with her, like he does most black women. I can't stand his ass.
I was going to say I think he got issues with black women.
Uh-huh. And who would want him, child? Has he looked in the
Self
mirror?
hate,
It's like,
self
dude,
hate.
you got too much dip on your chip. You
Mm-hmm.
know
Self hate, chit chat. You know what that's about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, who would want you on their arm or be on yours? But very rude. And I told you guys when we discussed
I
him with
agree.
ignorant shit before. I believe Corey is from Chicago, which is more disappointing for me. I'm not disappointed because I don't care. I don't like his ass. But you know what I mean? These black, I can't say that. I say it in members only. Some of
Right.
it, definitely not all. They're embarrassing as a race. A lot of
Yeah.
them, you know.
Girl, I tell you, we tear us down, don't we?
Yes. And it's a shame that, we are the ones that always have
Mm-hmm.
their back.
They don't
Uh,
have to do it because we do it for them.
we do it for them. And we said we need to stop that as well. It's kind of hard, but injustices and things like that, or wrongly convicted or whatever, unalived and all
Mm-hmm.
of that. It is black women on the front line, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but they not on for us, child. So it is what it is. It is. But we are out of here. Gigi said, and who has ever truly held him accountable for his ish? Nobody. He's ignorant, and a lot of times that's celebrated, unfortunately. Look at Wanda. She back on Love and Mirror Transfield, child. Miss Wynn said there was room for Jess and Lauren, but it may be a wrap. Valeria, last comment. They will probably fade Jess out if she doesn't resign and do her like they did Angela when she was leaving. Yep, I agree. I agree.
Good night, y'all.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Thank you for
You
having
are
me on.
welcome. Thank you for being my co-host, Neva and LaDawn.
Good night, LaDawn.
Good night. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If you're not tagged over in members only, we'll be there at I believe I have it at 7:30 Central. So I'll see you guys to the cutie crew. See you guys tomorrow. Shout out to each and every cutie that joined me for this late night live. This was supposed to be a power hour, child. Power hour-ish. And we had 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm out of here.
Okay,
I
good
love
night.
you guys. Okay, good night, Neva. Have a good night. I love you guys. Thank you again for joining me. If you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit the like button on your way out. And I will chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.